We'll be speaking about the artificial intelligence supported regional security decision support systems. Well, thank you. I thought I will be the third on the list, but I now understand that the schedule has been changed upon my request because I had to change my own schedule. I'd like to thank you very much for this facilitation, and I would like to thank the organizers for the effort. I would like to share my screen right now. Actually, I work in the field of energy, but about artificial intelligence, I have been managing some projects as a non-technical manager. So that gives me some opportunity to work about artificial intelligence and security. Today, I'll be talking about regional and national security systems that are supported by artificial intelligence, in short, AI. As you know, AI is used in many different parts of life. It has been more and more into our lives. By the way, distinguished moderator, how much time do I have? I would like to not exceed my time limits. You have 20 minutes. Great, thank you. Let me start by defining what artificial intelligence is. Artificial intelligence is different than some circuitry that cannot decide, that cannot learn because they don't have the capabilities. But you know, certain chips and chipsets and machines and computers and software can learn, can analyze, and then can make certain judgments and can make decisions. This is why we call this kind of software as AI, artificial intelligence, because they can act like human brain and human intelligence. They can just try to see what is behind the wall and they can try to take actions accordingly. And they can always make the most optimal decisions, and they can keep everything, all the conditions in their own systems, and then they can make the most optimal decisions. They continuously update the decision systems, and they can analyze many factors at the same time. They can always make some successful decisions, and they can always evolve to a more successful system. That evolution depends on the capabilities of the machine or the computer. And in fact, if there are a lot, they can start implementing the decisions that they make. There can be some risks associated with that, but there can also be many opportunities associated with that. Uh, 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 we use a lot of artificial intelligence. Probably you have chess a game on your smartphone, or Siri application on iPhone, Facebook, the robot cleaners in your houses, Google Ads. They're presenting you some commercials based on your searching inclinations, or smart and intelligent traffic signaling systems, autonomous vehicles, Tesla cars, and hopefully that will also be a part of our TOG local-made car. And and also in some aircraft, just like the F-35, these were not given by the United States to the Turkey unfairly. And we can easily see the examples of AI in all these machinery and equipment and devices. In fact, the most important argument for withholding F-35 was related to the AI component, because simultaneous and synchronous organized attack mechanisms could be instructed by the AI, land, marine, and navy and air elements could be controlled by the AI at the same time, and all these features are available on F-35. If we cannot buy F-35, then we will have to buy something better for the sake of our national security. As I said before, there are many systematics that can be controlled by AI. It could be perceptions and many other networks. You can use AI in many different ways, and you can easily use AI in internal security too. And some initiatives have already been taken. Cameras. As you know, in many spots, in many places in our country, there are the cameras. China has been using the AI systems very efficiently for their internal security. Everyone's smartphones are interconnected, and they have this application called WeChat. It is just like your ID on your smartphone, all your shoppings or a change of location, any search that you make, any tendencies that you show, your job, your spendings, expenditures, uh, 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 in fact, all this information collected with the WeChat and similar applications, camera systems, and other software. All this data is obtained, processed in order to understand whether you are a threat element or not, and understand whether you need to be taken into consideration for national and international security. And Chinese government can use these options in the most comprehensive way. Think about a city, think about a region and its internal security. The more successful the pilots are, the more widespread those practices will be at international level. And drones, some information that can be retrieved from smartphones and devices. These are all different elements. In fact, there are also some applications that can retrieve your data from your smartphone. They are read and they're sent to different storages. And there are public data pieces and publicly available data, the census, environmental data, and many other types of data. When you accumulate them all, and when you set up a synchronized system with its own intelligence, then it can be used for energy modeling, for internal security, for public order, for risk analysis, for environmental risks, for migration and emergency planning. All the data that you collect in this framework, it can be uploaded into your urban development plans, and you can also integrate the meteorological data into this system. Yesterday in Turkey, there was a national earthquake drill. For example, you can easily make some simulations, and you can do your emergency planning with the help of simulation, and you can identify risky areas. Well, Coastal Guard, social analysis, security, border security, terrorism, smuggling, trafficking, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear threats, and many other threats can be covered by the AI. Let me give another example related to the refugees. Turkey has been hosting a great number of refugees. They come with their own smartphones. For example, with an AI systematic that could identify the incoming refugees with the help of their smartphones, then that could be an important integrated solution for the integration of the refugees. But if you think that that could also be a risk for Turkey, then that data or that AI can be used in order for deportation services to be performed properly, or it can be used for tracking those individuals when they are in the country, and that can be some exemplary use for internal security. U.S. internal security AI programs. In the US, there is a big agency and directed for this purpose. They have a vulnerability analysis center and headquarters. They have a cybersecurity agency. They use the AI in order to understand and identify cybersecurity threat indicators. And they have some information to interpret individual automatic identifications. They have also the TSA Transportation Security Agency, and they are controlling the safety and security transportation with the help of AI. About each bullet point here, they produce pages and pages long reports, and they share it with public. They also use AI for the migrants if there will be any asylum seekers in the US. The evaluations are taking place with the help of AI. They analyze the incoming refugees, and the AI understands whether the potential refugee is a threat or not, and AI helps with the fingerprint processing. We use this as well. Mobile surveillance, electro-optic, infrared, radar, all these solutions are integrated into a border security mechanism. In a different example, these are all different units processing different data, and the data is uploaded into the database of the AI. They are compared, and then they are used for different services in the US. US has been working on the system for a long time. AI is about bringing together a lot of different data, processing this data synchronously and simultaneously, and many of our solutions can be sorted out in a better way. We can set up these systems. We can have a system for clean towns. We can have a system in order to collect and treat the industrial waste, the urban waste, and we may use AI in order to understand whether we really pollute the environment or not. I am originally from Gönen district of Balıkesir in Turkey, and there of course, there are many inspections going on. These inspections are made by the Ministry of Urbanization, but I know that before the inspections can start, they play with data, they manipulate the data. The polluters are actually polluting the air, land, and the water. However, they change the data. If necessary mechanisms can be created, then some cleaner city planning can be made with the help of AI. And just like in the example I have given, dynamic emergency road and traveling plans can be created for emergencies. You see in these pictures, there are some citizens, and mobile systems can be used for them in order to inform them. And it can be understood how many people are taking into consideration the notifications made or the information provided by the authorities. And you can use it for sociological purposes. You can make some profound social analyses by including income level, education level, and other data. And Google Maps already suggests you different routes in order to reduce your fuel consumption, but you may have more information about the town that you are in compared to Google, and you can install a system that can offer better fuel saving recommendations. For certain streets, you can also have these advices. It depends on how much data you can collect. You can operate at urban level, or you can operate at street level. You can have easier criminal screening, and you can look at the crime index. China, for example, has installed some systems, and in the areas that they don't have cameras in, they can already screen for the criminals. In the CBRN defense system, you can make use of AI, and you can set up your system in order to defend your borders or defend some areas. You can develop the system in the way that you like. Of course, you will need certain items. Legal framework is the first item, because currently there are many open doors. We don't know what the AI can do and what we should be doing with AI, and that is a dynamic field. The legal framework has to be reviewed continuously. We need more technological capabilities, we need more financial capabilities, the community should be more productive, and we will always need more data, because this is Internet of Things, and there must be more smart devices from which data can be collected. When the devices are getting smarter, they should be more widespread, and they need to be used in the same environment systematically, and their data must be analyzable. And the public system, the government system should be more transparent. These are all we need, and that's all for my presentation. Thank you. You are muted. Thank you. Dr. Oğuzhan Akyener, thank you very much. You informed us profoundly about AI. ESRA, we cannot hear you. In fact, I turned on my